Welcome to our Spotlight segment. Tonight, we're going to take a look at LA Clippers power forward Blake Griffin. He looked like he was back at his best Wednesday night as he led the Clippers to a pretty impressive win over the Phoenix Suns. Let's share a little bit about Blake. He was drafted in 2009 as a first-round first pick by the Clippers. He made his NBA debut as a rookie the following season, in which he was selected as an All-Star, won the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, and was named the NBA Rookie of the Year. In 2011, Sports Illustrated called him one of the NBA's 15 greatest rookies of all time. Not too shabby. Now with 6 years under his belt, Griffin is key to the future success of the LA Clippers. Griffin is averaging 24.5 points, 6 rebounds, and 3.5 assists over his past 2 outings, posting a 68% shooting percentage. But what does his future look like? Tonight we'll chat about his impressive career to date and where he may end up. All right, Chuck and Coach, let's put Blake Griffin under the spotlight.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Blake Griffin. Our spotlight is on him today. Let's talk about '09. We know he missed his first year in the league with the broken kneecap, and then he just blew up 2010 until now. Coach, let's talk about just his progression, his growth since his rookie year.
Oh, Chuck, his progression and his growth has been phenomenal. When you think about it, way back then, he only had 2 weapons, the dunk and the offensive putback. When you look at him now, the mid-range jump shot, he's able to Jack Sikma move, one of my favorite moves using the bank shot. He improved his handles. He's a playmaker. I don't have any stats in front of me, but he's got to be top 5 all time in Los Angeles Clippers in assists. He really had the body, he had the athleticism, he had the length. But it was his skill work in the summers with Clipper assistants that really put him on the road to being maybe the greatest Clipper ever.
Okay, Coach. Now, Blake Griffin's a superstar, okay? So we're not going to critique him too hard. But as a coach, I know you look at the game a bit differently. Are there 2 to 3 areas in his game that he can improve to become an even better player?
Well, first things first, Chuck, all the superstars that I've coached, they want to be critiqued. That's what makes them superstars. They want criticism so they can get better. But man, after watching Blake Griffin last night versus the Golden State Warriors, he stuffed the stat sheet. There really was no room for improvement. But if I were his coach, my job is to make him better. And I'd start defensively with him. There's a lot of superstars that play mediocre defense, guards in particular. They can get away with that. But when you're a big, it's exposed. Second would be his three-point shooting. He needs to be able to stretch it. I talked about his mid-range game, but now he's got to be like other bigs and really improve the 3. The last thing, he's got to make clutch shots sometimes.
All right, Coach, let's get you out of here on this one. Blake Griffin, he's been involved in trade rumors since it seems like he's been on the Clippers. But listen, Coach, I know you have the inside track on this thing. Will he finish career with the Clippers, or will he get traded to another team? Let us know.
Chuck, I don't see really any scenario that you would want to trade Blake Griffin. You can keep talking about the Clippers can't get past the second round, but the business as a coach and as a GM and as a team president is to acquire talent, not to get rid of it. When you look at this Clipper team, have they fallen short numerous times? Absolutely. But you've always had all-star bookends with Chris Paul and Blake Griffin. Then you add DeAndre Jordan, that defensive anchor. Every team yearns for a big 3. You've got the big 3. All this talk about blowing it up, you don't get rid of talent. You try and acquire talent. It's your job to put the other pieces around him. He may be the all-time greatest Clipper. He stays.